Time's up, Admiral.
Here it comes.
All kids out of the pool for Adult Swim. All kids out.
Lego Lord of the Rings Balrog raised eyebrows for what some fans say is an unfortunate pose. I see it. I see it. Oh, I see it. It's taking a piss on Gandalf.
You shall not!
Pee!
Before you go, one question.
Yes?
Where in the galaxy is Sanusi?
Show us your tits and I'll tell you.
There we go. All better now. Man, titties are the greatest things on earth.
We're late because I fell asleep. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I said, all right, I'm going to close my eyes for a few minutes. I have half an hour out right here in this chair, completely out cold. I will not lie to you. That's why we're a few minutes late, because I fell asleep. I fell asleep. God's honest truth. Oh, all right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Dive, the Double D's, where you, the chat, are in charge. The audience who steers this ship. Oh, what is going on here? The audience who steers the ship sometimes into dangerous, choppy waters. I'm sorry that we're a few minutes late again. Ironically, the title is "I'm Not Asleep, You're Asleep." Yes, I fell asleep. I fell asleep. Oh man, listen, I have no real excuse. I got enough sleep, but I did wake up early because I have once again completed a promise to you guys. I played for Hitler. All right, here's the thing. We'll go over that a little bit later. I don't think. Listen, you're not going to get any meltdown from me. Before, just quick tease. It's just a boring game. It's a boring game that wasn't even good porn. This boring game wasn't good porn at all. Not even good porn. Not even a well-designed game. Doesn't make sense. Anyway, man, what's going on, Kel? What's going on? What's going on? Don't tell me they killed your internet again. Don't tell me they killed your internet again. Hope they didn't kill your internet again. Anyway, I will be a witness for you. Anyway, because I fell asleep, I literally just popped my eyes open. I need to now take a second to set everything up. I don't have anything set up. Literally, half an hour ago, boom, out cold. All right, so we're not going to use. You know what? So I'm not going to use Hollywood Reporter anymore. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Not going to do that. Let's go here. Let's go here. We'll put this one up here. Okay, put that there. Do 1 second. I hold. Bear with me. Bear with me. And one more here. There we go. Okay, we'll do it like this today. We'll do it like this today because I'm tired of Hollywood Reporter. It doesn't give me anything. It doesn't give me anything at all. Anyway, all right. I understand that. I very much understand that. I am also sick of the bullshit. I'm sick of so much bullshit right now. I'm tired of listening to. For me, it definitely comes from the how do I put this? For me, it's about the discourse over things. I'm sick of the discourse over things because So many people who shouldn't be talking about things talk about things, or listen. I put my opinions out here on the internet. I put my opinions out here on the internet. Therefore, I am going to be judged. I'm going to be commented upon. But all I ask is if you're going to challenge me or challenge anybody else that knows what they're talking about, why don't you know what you're talking about first? Or if you're going to cover things, why don't you cover something and actually know about it? Don't just say, I like it, it's good. No, why don't you actually cover something? I work very hard. To make sure that when I'm going to cover something, I give a damn. When I have some sort of what's a good word? Some sort of I guess money on the table, some sort of skin in the game. That's what I wanted. Skinny eyes, some sort of skin in the game. And when you hear me talk about something, you're going to know that when I care about it, or there's a reason I'm talking about it. I'm not just doing it to sound off. That is one of the things I hate. I think we talked about it earlier in the week. This is why I hate the people who go at me, I know Dermy's getting this lately, or anybody else that does analysis and commentary like we do. You're just a rage baiter. This was just a rage bait video. No. If I am taking the time, and I haven't been asked to do it by you guys or somebody else, if I am taking the time on my own, then I'm doing it because I give a damn. Because I actually have something to say on it. And therefore, I don't want to hear it from people who don't actually give a damn or only give half a damn. I don't care about your opinion. I'll be honest. I don't want to hear from you telling me, oh, you're this, you're that. Okay, why don't you show me your years of dedication to this IP or whatever? Why don't you show me all the time you've spent, all the money you've spent? Why don't you tell me a story of how this means something other than, I like it. Well, I'm on the internet, so I'm going to yell at you because I don't agree with your opinion. No. If you're going to come at me, bro, with something legitimate. So I can understand when Kel says he's sick of the constant bullshit. I'm sick of the constant bullshit too. Sick of it too. Because you know what the constant bullshit means? Constant bullshit makes it very hard to have a legitimate discussion about anything. It does. Makes it very hard to have a legitimate discussion. And to me, that's part of the problem in a lot of conversations today. That we are incapable of having an actual legitimate, I don't want to say serious, because there needs to be some levity in things, some ability to joke a bit, but an actual discussion where there's an actual meaning to it. And people are too quickly always looking to either make it dumb, silly, stupid, or they're just looking for a fight. They're looking to pick a fight. And it's hard. That's to me one of the bad things right now. We're talking about the constant bullshit. Is people are just doing things they're not having, and I'll use the word, I guess, a serious discussion, a legitimate discussion. And that's what I want to try and make sure this channel remains. I think I got away from that for a little while, maybe not too far, but I didn't maintain it. Making sure that when I put out a video, or it's a clipped video like from today's show or like it was from yesterday's show, I'm having a discussion, not just maybe with somebody on the panel, but I'm having it with you. Whether you're live in the chat in the audience or you are coming in to watch it on a replay or as a video. I want to make sure that we're having a discussion. I'm not just talking at you, I'm talking with you. And most people these days just talk at people. They just talk at you. Or they word salad the hell out of everything. They try to sound more intelligent, or they yell. I mean, here's the thing. You know you're dealing with somebody who likely doesn't have any sort of foundation is if the minute you back them into a corner in a legitimate discussion, a legitimate debate where you've got your points ready, and they just start yelling at you, or they just start throwing out ad hominem phrases. I'm not going to say attacks, because if you're having a social media, it's likely somebody who is not a foe, but their phrasing and terminology, they don't have anything behind it. They're just going to continually reuse the same phrase because they got nothing. I'm trying to think if I have anything else to say to this, because this is what I love. This is what I do love about this particular show. The Daily Dive is about you guys. You guys bring something up, I will talk to you about. You guys bring something up, bring up a topic. We're going to get into it. We're going to go down a little rabbit hole, whether you instigate it or not. Sometimes like this, as we're getting ready for the show, we're warming up, as we are a few minutes late, and I want to give people time to come in because they may be waiting for the notification. And now that we're live, somebody's starting to come in. And it's a thing that I want to make sure you guys are engaged with me. I'm not just talking at you. We're talking with each other. There's a thing. Outrage. That's a good way to put it, Diz. Some people are actually outraged, but there's real outrage and there's fake outrage. So, there's the fake outrage of, oh my God, I hate this thing because it's woke. No, why don't you tell me if it's got wokeism in it, why is it woke and why does it damage the brand? Don't just scream, oh, another DEI thing. And that's the problem. People gotten lazy. Oh, YouTube is definitely incompetent. There's no question YouTube's incompetent. No question at all. Wait, all right, hang on. Did Kel, of all people, have you been hit by the YouTube AI? Is that what's going on here? Has YouTube AI hit you? Which would be weird, considering I would find that odd that it would go after you. But I'm half kidding. So far in our circle, I haven't heard of anybody talking about it actually happening yet. Now that it's actually in effect, or almost in effect. But anyway, so unnecessary censure. You're talking about the chat thing. Yeah, that's been happening to me a lot lately too. I'll be watching one of Dermy streams, and of course, you guys know I'm going to give Dermy shit while he's streaming, just because it's part of the entertainment value, and it's also part of engaging with Dermy and giving him something to work with while he's streaming. I've been edited out of things. I've had my chat not go up sometimes. YouTube has a problem right now with its chat moderation. Things that are not remotely offensive, they're taking out, or things that, all right, maybe it looks a little silly. But it's clearly not antagonistic. I wrote a line the other day where Dermy was talking. It was during one of his rants about VTubing or something like that, and he's talking about people scheming, lining up to get everybody and taking people down unnecessarily. And I wrote out like a pretty good one saying, well, when I line everybody up and turn them all against you, don't worry, it'll be swift and painless, but I'll still make you suffer. Just something like that. And it didn't go through. So there is something bullshittery going on with the chat right now. Their AI moderation is bullshit, because they're editing things out that is crap. They really are. So anyway, okay. So what do we got today? I don't know. I just pulled up the news. I didn't do any last minute. I did not do any last minute doom scrolling. So I don't know. I don't know what I don't have anything random. Oh, what is this? All right, how about this for funny? Considering we're going to be talking, we will be talking furry Hitler. All right, this just came across, but of course now wait a minute, do I have everything correct here? Yeah, hang on. Of course now, because of the whole still things aren't working right with Chrome and StreamYard, I have to copy and cut and paste this and bring it over here now. Here's a funny thing. Considering we are talking furry Hitler, I just was doing a random doom scroll like this. I'll do my best, Kel. Kratos. I'll do my best to have my pain be your entertainment, as always. Here's a funny one here. Here's a funny one here. How about this? You're just getting a Colorado man who has self-described as a wolf furry was mauled after trying to join a Wyoming wolf pack in the wild. Please let that be real. Oh, it's a false story. There it is. It's a false story. Darn it. I wanted that to be real. I just cut and pasted it. I wanted that to be real. That would have been funny. That would have been funny, but alas, it is not. All right, so we'll leave this here in case you need to copy, cut, and paste anything else. See, I didn't have it. See, all right, see, it updated it as I cut and pasted it. It added the X comments. Too old to use the X comments. Okay, so we just well as we talk, we'll go through more doom scroll here. Oh wow. Okay, here let's do this. Let's talk this. Just as a follow up in all our discussion. This is how retarded James Gunn is. James Gunn is a retard, right here. Oh god damn it! I'm really fucking sick of this. This stupid thing. Why can't I share fucking browser tabs from anything anymore? Not just that, but app tabs. It really is fucking annoying. I'm really tired of that shit. It's fucking annoying. All right, let's look at this right here. James Gunn's been doing he's been doing the interview round for the Superman stuff, and now Peacemaker stuff. Before that, let's check on. Yeah. Hey, you know, with luck, maybe we'll get abolished in the next 3 years. Maybe it'll happen. Jed wants me to review Alien Earth, guys. Do you guys want me to review Alien Earth? I would need motivation to review Alien Earth. And I'm not talking the rules of the show. I mean in general. Like if I do it, it would be a real honest to goodness long form review video. I would need motivation. I would need motivation to do it because I don't know if it's worth my time. If anybody's really going to give a damn, that's kind of my reasoning. Hey, listen, there's always discussions these days about that. An hour long? I don't want if I look for a review is an hour long, that's a problem. That's a problem if it's an hour long. I've gone on too long. I haven't been succinct and pithy enough in what I'm saying. Anyway, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. They have been all one after another brutally abused, assaulted, and left to twitch on the ground. They're abused, assaulted, left to twitch on the ground everywhere, and we have to preserve them for that. FF14 selfie. What the fuck is that? Why is that trending? Anyway, let's put this on here. I was going to talk about this real quick as I'm last minute doom scrolling here, as we're just trying to talk a little bit here. James Gunn says that they moved up the digital release for Superman because he wanted to give everyone a chance to see it before Peacemaker. Peacemaker season 2 was originally supposed to come out next month, but had been left. But had to be moved up a month via Screen Rant. James Gunn is bad at his job. He is really bad at his job. I mean, let's be honest. I don't believe this for a fucking second. I don't believe this for a second because yesterday I showed you the numbers. This movie's been out for 35 days tomorrow. Okay, Superman, James Gunn Superman. It's been out for 35 days. And in week 5, it's already domestically in single-digit returns at the box office. And the international is anemic. I've showed you guys those receipts over and over again. I showed it to you yesterday. There is no money left to be made on this movie. In the past, if you left something in for the 60 to 90 day run, there was always to be money made. There is no money to be made on this movie because more people in the world, but less people going to the theaters and paying more. So James Gunn is a liar every time. Every time he's a liar. And I'm not talking about whether you like the movie or not. I'm just simply talking about the facts of this movie. The facts are its run is literally over in 35 days because it's not bringing in any more money. So the only thing to do, move to digital, try and squeeze the money out of the half the population who liked it. There it is. There it is. That's that simple. It's that simple. Oh, he said it himself in an interview. He talked to Hollywood Reporter. I saw the clip on X this morning. He likes Peacemaker. He says Peacemaker Season 2 is the greatest thing he's ever made. That's what he said. That's what he said. Words out of his mouth. Actual words out of his mouth. I see what you guys talking about the thing. I mean, it right now, this is why, unfortunately, we play when it comes to censorship, we play, oh no. Oh, I think I've already seen, sorry. Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy. You guys already know how I feel about Star Wars Lego games. But now this is just Disney Star Wars to the maximum retardation because they're out of fucking ideas. Let's do one. Let's make an entire fucking game that is essentially a. Oh, how do I put it? It's essentially a fan fiction. It's essentially fan fiction. The game with bad Lego humor and all that kind of shit. I don't like Lego games. I don't. Fallout Season 2 poster releasing in December. Well, I guess we'll be reviewing Fallout, although that's going to be difficult because it could be another fucking Bats Drop show. So I'm going to watch it all and then talk about it. And this is why I'm not excited to review this shit. This is one reason it's hard to review anything anymore because everything's a fucking Bats Drop if it's the streaming service. So Amazon, they're going to Bats Drop the whole fucking thing. And it's likely going to be crap. Or at least middling crap. I'm just going through this quick doom scroll to see if there's anything that jumped out while I was asleep for 20 minutes in the chair before we got started. Let's see. I don't know. I disagree on that. I think actual LucasArts games from the 80s and 90s are better than that. LucasArts games are banning. I didn't share my screen. No, I wasn't meaning to share my screen. No, I didn't want to share that. If we did, we'd watch the trailer. I don't want to watch the trailer. It's just what I saw. I did not mean to share the screen. No, I didn't boomer and not share the screen. I chose not to share the screen. That was a choice. Not to share the screen. I'm just doing a last minute doom scroll here. See if we got anything else before we dive into the news. Ew, no, I don't want to see a fucking catheter video. What the hell? How the hell did like a catheter video get on my freaking timeline? Is there anybody I can blame for that? Oh. No, I wasn't scrolling screen. I'm scrolling my Twitter feed. It just said via Screen Rant here and there stuff. No. We're just on Twitter. Oh, no, I didn't mean to say. No. Don't worry. I'm awake. I may have been asleep right up until we started the show, but I am awake. I'm not boomering shit here and there. Anyway, all right, that's enough of that. Let's get to the regular show, as it were. I've bullshat long enough. Let's stop dancing. Okay, so rules are always as follows: $5 for an Adam rant on a topic of your choosing, $10 to ask me a question. We'll go down a rabbit hole together. $10 to rent my video game time for 30 minutes, which we will be talking about today. And no, I will not be releasing Furry Hitler as a video because half of it is censored. It's blurred out. I made the blurry version to show you guys how we do this. But no, Furry Hitler will not be uploaded to the channel. But I will show the proof that I did play for 30 minutes. At the same time, $15 to have me give an insta take on an article that you may see or one you may be sitting on. $20 to watch a video, react to it, and of course $30 to have me do a live on-stream review of a video of a movie or an episode of your episode of choosing, which tomorrow we're going to attempt it tomorrow. If we don't get it tomorrow, it will definitely be Monday. I have been tasked by Kratos to watch War of the Worlds 2025. Yes, the Ice Cube War of the Worlds. That will be happening. We'll just see if I have the time tonight and tomorrow, because my evening's going to be a little screwy, because I was supposed to go do errands yesterday, or at least half the errands, but a thunderstorm rolled in out of fucking nowhere, and I couldn't go anywhere. I was like, fuck that, I ain't going out in that. Hell no. So I got to go do the full shop tonight, and that's going to take like 2 hours, somewhere around 5 o'clock. So I won't be back until somewhere between maybe 7 or 8, which means I don't know what tonight's... and of course, I didn't stream last night because Alf forgot to tell me he was going on somebody else's stream, so we didn't have Space Marine 2 last night. I had no time to put together another team for that or anything else for some co-op. So I decided to sort of take the night off and rest, because I did need some rest. Diz, the Jizz, for $5 sent to your Discord. Okay. We'll save that after the news. I'll load that up after the news. We'll see what you got for me this week, Diz. All right, so them's the rules. I'm sticking to it. I got the hiccups again. And here's the problem too. So I had everything timed. My dishwasher takes an hour because I pre-wash everything. So I just run my dishwasher on a light wash for an hour. Just, disinfect, stuff like that. I set it up with perfect timing to be done with just a few minutes before the stream would start. It was great because I need to wash my water jug that you guys see me drink out of all the time. And of course I slept through it ending. So here we got the start of the show. I don't have any water. I'm thirsty and I got no water. I'm reaching for my jug and it ain't there. Okay, so let's get the news up. Let's roll through the news. We just put it up, so it's probably doesn't need a refresh. Okay, here we go. Start with variety. Taylor Swift unveils the life of a showgirl. I'm not gay. I know I'm not gay. Which means I should be turned on by this because she is a fairly attractive woman, but this does nothing for me. Maybe it's because I just don't like Taylor Swift as a person. That's probably half of it. I don't like her as a person. I think she's one of the most obnoxious, phony, manufactured entities in the world. And I see this, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I pass. That makes me gay. Go ahead and call me gay, but I ain't hitting that. Joseph of Egypt series greenlit at Amazon, main cast set with Adam Hashmi in lead role. Is that Alexander Siddig there? Is that Dr. Bashir? Huh? All right. Taylor Swift is a man. Your instincts are correct. Thank you, Kratos. Money and fame can make a 10 look like a 3. Jake Gyllenhaal's Roadhouse 2 sets Leela George as female lead. Dave Bautista officially on board. I heard a bad thing. It's official. I meant to bring this up a few days ago, but it makes me not excited now. They have cast Bautista in the Highlander reboot that's being made right now with Cavill. Dave Bautista is going to be in the Highlander reboot. And that just sucks the fun out of it. I despise current day Dave Bautista. I despise him. Just despise him. And they had no business remaking Roadhouse. That movie was garbage from what I saw. So I will not be interested in this. And I see Dave Bautista, and I'm not going to be interested at all. So I despised current day Dave Bautista. So I was excited for the Highlander remake because I was hoping that, it would be a good platform for Cavill to do something cool. Because, Cavill takes choreography and it's from the guy who directed and did John Wick. So, we could expect some good choreography. I'm just not excited anymore. So, you liked it? I saw reviews on it. I didn't like what I saw. I'll take Swayze's Roadhouse every time. I'm happy with that one. Julian Glander talks about how he, that's a dude, okay, bought his animated indie feature Boys Go to Jupiter to the big screen with the help of some friends. I don't know what that is. Goodbye to, and just like that, a partial defense of the internet's favorite hate watch. Fuck Sex and the City, fuck its movies, fuck its spinoff, a series that ruined a generation of women. A series that ruined a generation of women. I've said that before, and I'll say it again every time. Amazing Race reveals season 38. Can someone tell me how it's done 38 seasons? Do they do this shit twice a year? Is that how it gets there? Because I swear to God, this shit was not a lie. This shit was not happening 38 years ago. Well, if it works for you that way, that's fine. I have no time for that. Also, not a big Jake Gyllenhaal fan. I don't hate him like I hate Dave Bautista. Jake Gyllenhaal doesn't really entertain me in his roles. Lego Voyagers co-op adventure sets September release from Annapurna Interactive. Lego Voyagers. Oh God, one of y'all probably gonna want to play this shit. I'm gonna go no, and then you're gonna make me play it some way, shape, or form. I could see that in my future now. Look at this thing. Nah. Daniel Kim on Butterfly, the one stunt he wasn't allowed to do, and the success of K-pop Demon Hunters, it wouldn't have been made even 10 years ago. Fantastic Fest releases 20th anniversary lineup featuring The Strangers, Chapter 2, Black Phone 2, and more premieres. Is that Madeline Pesh? She's a smoking hot redhead. She was on that what was that Archie show on the CW? What the hell was that show called? I don't remember. I watched it for a couple of seasons. She was smoking hot in that. She's smoking hot now. She's really hot. Not afraid to say it. Gotta spoof them all. Balls, the Monster Catch musical comedy parodies Pokemon with original voice actors and 40 puppets heading to New York Comic Con. Well, somebody let Cloud know. He might get excited. It was just an accident trailer. Jafar Panahi's whatever. Moving on. No, I have not. Here's a very easy answer. If you ask me if I've seen anything relatively new in the past 4 or 5 years, there's like a 90% chance I haven't seen it. 90% chance. I don't care about that. Megadeth announces final album and farewell tour. Don't be bad. Don't be mad. Don't be sad. Come celebrate with me, says frontman Dave Mustaine. I listened to some Megadeth when I was younger in my early metal days, but I never really got into Megadeth. Jeremy Renner's Mayor of Kingstown season 4 sets October premiere on Paramount 4. I've always heard good things about Mayor of Kingstown. I believe that's another Taylor Sheridan show. Don't get me. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I've never gotten around to it. I don't know if I want to get into it. I don't know. Especially after he was hurt. We didn't know if the show. Nobody knew if the show was going to keep going, but apparently it's happening. So that might be something to watch. Maybe. X briefly goes down again. Yeah. Oh, come on. It happened for like 15 minutes. Let's not pretend it was a giant thing. X went down for like 10 minutes at 11 a.m. I know because I was sitting right here and I was refreshing. I was doing a doom scroll before I got up to make breakfast, and it happened, and then it was back. At least it was for me. So I'm not going to cry. Let's not cry. Let's not cry. The man in my basement. Oh man. Corey Hawkins stars as a cash-strapped man with Willem Dafoe as his unsettling tenant in TIFF-bound thriller. Okay, so that was a that title. Oh, we're so damaged. Where we go with that immediately is just wrong. Karol G to headline halftime performance in Brazil for YouTube's first live NFL broadcast. Well, I hope that's a woman. I think that's a woman. I want to be careful. Vanilla feature directorial debut of Mexican actress Mayra Hermes. I don't care. John Cena soups up his Peacemaker premiere at New York City. Noah Wiley toasts the pit. Co-star Catherine Lanasa and Beverly Hills, and more celeb photos. August 25. I will say this: Cena's earned his paycheck. commitment to the Peacemaker stuff. He's earning his paycheck. I may not give a shit, but he's earning his paycheck. Thunderbolts gets released on Disney Plus in a couple weeks, and it'll be hailed as the biggest premiere on Disney Plus this time. It's just bullshit. You know it's bullshit. Kerry Washington returns for The Prophecy Season 2, supernatural thriller from Audible. Yeah, I don't care. Let's go one more in. Madden NFL 26. Oh, come on. Madden NFL 26. Here's where to score the game online. Does anybody actively look forward to a Madden game anymore? General question. I mean, I never played Madden. I wasn't so much into football that I played Madden and video games. I was a basketball video game guy and a wrestling video game guy. That was the sports I played in video game form. So I never played. So I never got into Madden. But I know for a fact that it is like the guy EA and Madden. It's like the lowest fucking effort possible. The past, I want to say, 10 years or so, I believe, decade. It's like they put the lowest effort in possible. Yet there are people who buy it every year. I'm so glad I got out of that, buying a game like that every flipping year. Whatever that is, don't care. Wednesday, Season 2, Part 2 trailer, Lady Gaga arrival gets teased as Principal Weems comes back as a spirit guide. I don't know. I don't like Lady Gaga. I just don't. Every time I see her in something, I find her untalented to the maximum. Yeah, that's my point. See, that's my point. It's like they put no effort into improving the game. It's just the fresh roster. And yet some people keep buying it, man. God Will Not Help review a smoldering period drama set in craggy rural Croatia. BAFTA, don't give a fuck. I'm not going to pronounce that dude's name. Moving on. Dominic Mall's Case 137. Acquired by Film Movement. Okay. The Pavilion director, Dino Mustafik, on ageism, dark comedy, desire in Sarajevo Fest opening film. Don't care. From gaming to AI to IP, why Sarajevo's industry. Don't care. Sinead O'Connor, I thought, yeah, isn't she dead? Didn't Sinead O'Connor die recently? She did. But it's a biopic. So listen, we made fun of her hardcore back in the day. She was ripe for making fun of back in the day. First look revealed of Sean Beam and Connie Nielsen in MGM Plus series Robin Hood. Oh no, they're making a Robin Hood show. I don't know how I feel about that. I really don't. All right, let's move on to IGN. All right, GTA 5 detectives think they found out the Mount Chiliad Easter egg after 12 years of searching. Those are words spoken, and I don't understand them, but I know they're words. Hewlett Packard announces the Omen Max 45L gaming PC with heavy-duty cooling. Buying a pre-built desktop, you're not a gamer. I mean, when the time comes, I'll be going to all our hardware guys in our network, say, okay, guys, I can afford it. I'm gonna build a gaming rig. What do I do? I'm not gonna buy a freaking pre-built. That ain't no. I'm not that retarded. This ain't 1990, where that's what you did. You bought pre-builts. Gamescom 2025. How to watch, schedule, and what to expect from the event. Probably a lot of bullshit. Fallout Season 2 exclusive poster revealed. Yeah, I just saw it a minute ago. During Doom Scroll. Wednesday, Season 2, Part 2. Don't care. James Gunn reveals Suicide Squad member he's keen on bringing back for the rebooted DCU. Listen, I don't care how hot everybody thinks Margot Robbie is, and she is hot, but she's not in my top 10 of hot chicks ever. I'll tell you that much. I don't want to see any more freaking Harley Quinn. I do not. Leonardo DiCaprio has surprising pick for biggest career regret. Yeah, I saw that. I don't care. I'm not a fan of Leo. Leo can go fuck right off. Former PlayStation boss Sean Layden says Xbox Game Pass style subscriptions turn developers into wage slaves. Alien Earth showrunner Noah Hawley thinks there's definitely something to Ridley Scott's original idea for the ending of Alien. I'm saving all that for Saturday, for Sunday discussion. George Lucas's advice to Ron Howard for directing Star Wars movie: just don't forget it's for 12-year-old boys. Man, I just know that I see that, and every single retarded stan out there is going to take that line and try to use it against us right now when we criticize Star Wars. Except if you understand George Lucas for the past 40 years, George contradicts himself all the time. You could find one interview of George Lucas saying one thing, and you could find another one where he will contradict himself on a statement made in that previous interview. It's just how George is. It is 12-year-old boys, but I do understand that a lot of people like it, which is why we made all these video games for adults. Yeah. We had LucasArts. Yeah. So, yeah, go see the movies, guys. I'm not going to re-release the old ones. Yeah. Was that a good George Lucas? I feel like that was a good George Lucas. Did you guys like my George Lucas? I liked my George Lucas there. I felt good about that. I feel good about that. I want to know if you guys liked my George Lucas. Perhaps, but I would still rather know what I'm getting in terms of the pre-built. Listen, I walk into Costco and the electronics department is right in the front, and they're selling pre-builts in Costco, and I just think to myself, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because I feel I know people who know what good hardware is, and I might as well have them help me build one for the maximum uses. Because when I build a rig, it will be purely a gaming rig. It's not for video editing. I'm still going to do all my video editing on this stuff, or I will buy computers for myself that aren't gaming related for the future. It'll be purely for gaming. So I will require advice from you guys who know better what put in there. So, yeah. I have the hiccups and I want to drink. Well, you can, I mean, I know they offer pre-builts, but they do also offer you to build it yourself. But they dropped the here's the thing about MetaPC, from what I understand. I have visited their site once or twice. They have so many variations. It's a MetaPC. They have so many variations. It's the borderline between, I would say, pre-built and self-construct, build in a home build or build it yourself, because they have so many variations. It's not a churned out assembly line thing. Like those things, like here, the things I walk to Costco in boxes, or the thing like they're promoting up here from Hewlett Packard, which is what you'll get. That shit's assembly line. It's assembly line. MetaPCs are not assembly line. They have so many different variations. You are walking into a boutique of sorts to look about that thing. So yeah. So that's how I look at that. That's how I look at that. I don't consider MetaPCs as a pre-built as much as a boutique where they have so many different options to choose from that you can see things there. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. If you walk into a site, and I know that I have like a couple different websites you guys have suggested to me aside MetaPC over the years. I have them bookmarked for when we get around to it. That there are those websites. There's so many varieties that it's not a pre-built assembly line like an HP or back in the day, all the Dell bullshit that was rolled off the assembly line. It's not one of those. There is a level of artistry put into them so that they are legitimate if you decide to buy one of those. So I hope that clarifies how I define that. I'm fine that. You guys haven't replied on my George Lucas. I guess you didn't like it. Damn it. Andy the Star is hard for goodbye. We talked about that yesterday. Battlefield 6 open beta weekend 2 details confirmed by DICE. Yeah, really successful. I've heard a lot of people talk about Battlefield 6. Still not exactly my thing, but I did like that I heard that it really is team oriented, where if you have a good crew, it makes it a lot of fun. So I'm not gonna say it's never a possibility after hearing a lot of different discussions. So Superman saga to include James Gunn's Superman follow film. Yeah, yes. James Gunn talking a lot on the red carpet for Peacemaker season 2. Talking a lot and full of bullshit. You know what? Do it. Just do it. Just do it. It'll be content for me. PlayStation Plus gaming catalog. That's for yesterday. So we're done with IGN. All right, now let's go to Game Rant. I'm adding Game Rant on today. See if there's any gaming topics we can get to talk about. Let's just go right to it here. Wacky Watch, One Piece, 8 Devil Fruits, perfect for defense. Oh God, I hate these assholes who become fake fans. Medieval games where you have guns. One Piece, Kaido was the strongest creature, but these mythical zone type, whatever. I don't want to hear from you people. What you think of One Piece? Go fuck yourselves. There we go. Okay, made fun of me. All right, fine. Not all anime are 10 out of 10, but these 7 have earned it. There's no fucking way Chainsaw Man's a 10 out of 10. Go fuck yourself. All right, hang on. You know what? I'm gonna bookmark this one for me and Dermy. And next time we get to Anime Odyssey, because we might be delayed in Anime Odyssey this month because of Dermy's new shit schedule. So 11th, Stardew Valley. This is so far coming up dry here. And yes, we know Gohan was supposed to replace Goku. Shut the fuck up. Fucking fake fans. Jeez. All right, this was nothing. That was nothing. Moving on. Let's go to Park Place. She-Hulk rumored to return in Avengers Doomsday as Marvel continues to ignore fan feedback. Please. Put her in there. It'll make it all the more entertaining for us. All more entertaining. Disney begins draining rivers of America for site preparation at Magic Kingdom. They drain rivers of America. They're gonna find. I wish, and this, I don't know, but I'm making a joke here. I wish that people could be recording them draining it. God knows what they're gonna find in those waters after 60 years. God knows what is in there. What is in those waters? Wow. Dead kid bodies fell overboard and people forgot. John Boyega opens up about correcting Star Wars lore on set of the Finn and the Finn Jedi arc. I believe it'll be a cold day in hell that John Boyega knew actual Star Wars lore. I don't believe that for a fucking second. John Boyega's a fucking blowhard. Crap about him. Let's see. Roblox sparks outrage after comparing vigilante predator hunters to the actual predators they stopped. Yeah, a lot of problems with Rogue Hearts. Ironheart showrunner claims Ree Williams set the course for Avengers Doomsday. Please, I hope. And that looks to be about it. So there's the news. I'm sticking to it. You guys know the game. If you want one, you let me know. We'll get into it. All right. Right. So let's check. So right now we just got the $5 from Diz the Jizz. Let me open up Discord, and then I will talk Furry Hitler. Then we'll talk Furry Hitler. Okie dokie. Let's see. Here we go. What do we got today? Oh, wow. Okay, that should be interesting. All right. All right, there we go. Put it in. Paste. Okay. Wow, that's expensive too. Holy shit. Okay, so for $5, Disney Jizz wants me to say a few words about Monopoly Socialism, the board game, parody adult party game. Now, obviously, it's a parody. This is not made. It's not made seriously for promoting socialism. But $101. Woo! damn. How as long has this existed? When did this come out? Does it say? Oh, man. All right, let's take a look at the pictures here. So, let's get a look at these here. Collect M50 living wage as you pass. Together, we rise the bakery. Chance is still chance. God, I wish we could zoom in on this. Can I open this in another window? I want to see if I can open this in another window. You know what I hate about this is that fucking Chrome doesn't work. Doesn't work like freaking Firefox in terms of saving stuff and screenshotting. Can't zoom in to this. I want to read these. I really want to read these. Does that say common concrete? No. So common something hotel. I really want to read these. You know, there's only like 2 per thing instead of 3. There's only 2 per thing. Just visiting jail. Oh, I really want to read these. All right, let's read this one here. That's a closer look at the board. Then why do they have 2 looks at the board there? 1, 2, still got the regular money. All right, let's look at these. When you pass go, we all collect. Oh, when you pass go, we all collect 50, whatever that is, from the bank. This is our living wage. Players must immediately pay at least five at the community to the community fund. Chance. Draw from the deck. You may only keep or use 1 chance card at a time. If you already have a chance card before you roll the dice, you need to draw from the you need to draw from the deck. Do so, then choose 1 card to play or keep, and return the others to the bottom of the deck. If the card you choose directs you to take money from community fund, you must do so immediately and return the card to the bottom of the deck. If not, you play the card or keep it for later. You may only play 1 chance card per turn. Community shuttle. I guess that's the railroad. When you land on the shuttle stop, you may pay 50 to the bank for the community fund to take the community shuttle to any project between the stop and the next stop. Then carry out the action of the space you land on. If you wish to move further, you must pay an additional 50 from the community fund for each extra shuttle stop you pass. No one collects 50 when you use the shuttle to pass go. Free parking. Nothing happens. Relax and enjoy the view of our idyllic community. Just visiting. Don't worry. If you land here, put your token in the just visiting section. Go to jail. Move your token to the in jail space immediately. The bank collects 50 from the community fund. Do not pass go. No one collects 50. Your turn is over. While you are in jail, players can still contribute to projects you manage, and you can auction and trade, but you cannot self-develop or use community fund. You have 3. How do I get out of jail? Pay $50 from your own funds to the bank starting next turn, then roll and move as normal. Use get out of jail free card at the start of your next turn. You have it, or buy it from another player. Put the card at the bottom of the deck, then roll and move. Roll a 6 on a standard die on your next turn. If you do, reroll both dice and move as normal. You're free. You can use up to 3 turns to try for a 6 with the standard die. If you don't roll a 6 by your 3rd turn in jail, you pay 50 to the bank and use your last roll with the standard die to move. Do deals and trades. You can buy, sell, or swap projects. So that's what it is. You don't own land, you own projects. I guess it would both ways. Projects can be traded for cash or other projects, and or get out of jail free card. The amount is decided by the players making a deal. Traded projects include their contribution chips, so think before you trade. Help by campaign. If player has no money, they need to pay. Player has no money, and they need to pay for anything other than get out of jail. They must take from the community fund. The end of the game. The game ends when either a player has placed all 10 of their contribution chips in the community. Our whole town benefits from your socialist spirit. More importantly, you win. Our community fund runs out. So much for social utopia. Everyone loses. All right, so adult twist on the classic board game. The adult board game is hilarious. Adult twist on classic Monopoly gameplay. Work together or not. The adult party edition of the Monopoly game has players moving around the board, contributing to community projects unless they can steal projects to get ahead. Winning is for capitalists. Contribute to the community fund unless you choose to deplete it. Consider the best interest of the group unless you want to forget that and just do what you need to do. Chance cards. All right, so this looks like it's pretty good. I like it that it's shitting on socialism. Is it worth $100? Oh hell no. Oh hell no. This ain't worth $100. Not in the least. I'm not paying $100 for this. So that is a thing. That would be a good updated version, Kratos. It should say canceled instead of jail. That would be the updated version. At putting in the past 5-6 years of progressive cancel culture, of ideology cancel culture. Add that to the game. You're not in jail. You've just been canceled, and you don't have any job. You don't have a job anymore. So that would be good. So this is amusing. I find it funny. If I was put in front of it, of course, I'd probably play it with somebody because it looks pretty dumb, but dub fun. And it can't be made by Hasbro. Hasbro didn't make this. There's no way Hasbro made this. Hasbro is not that intelligent. But then again, it's Monopoly. Who would be able to make it without their deal? Maybe, okay, Hasbro did make it. Okay, Hasbro did make it. Hasbro being this self-aware of stuff based on race. Black, go to jail, but get immediately released. White, life. There are so many ways. If we had this, there would have to be house rules based upon everything that's happened over the past several years. Add in all the racial stuff. Add in a card. It's the summer of love. All your stuff's been burned down, but you'll be thankful for it. Summer of love has happened. All your projects are burned down. You have to rebuild them, but don't worry. You earned good racial social credit score. Oh man. This could be a lot of fun if you hammed it up with the current day bullshit. It really could. I don't know what else to say about this. It's amusing. I'm not gonna rant about it. It's actually pretty good. Although I ain't giving Hasbro, whoever's selling is $100. That ain't happening. That's capitalism right there. You're charging capitalism prices for a game about socialism. Jeez. All right, thank you, Diz, for the $5. Okay, let's do another check. All right, so I have to do a thing now. Let me see how I'm gonna open this up. We have to do a certain way here. All right, let's see. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's how I opened it with a video as a video file. All right, so Professor Savage Dad rented me to play a game for 30 minutes. It was Furry Hitler. All right, so here's the deal. There. You don't want to hear me talking. Here's the thing. I played for 30 minutes. Here's the evidence. I'll show you. See right there. Look, 30 and blurred out stuff because I did play it. You can see it right there. There's the evidence. I played it for 30 minutes. Here's the thing. This game, I'll let it run now while we're talking because it's just me reading the dialogue. This game is boring as shit. It's not even a good porn game. And full disclosure, I'm not going to pretend that I'm some sort of prude, okay? I'm not going to pretend that I'm sort of a prude and I've never played a Gooner game in my life. I've played Gooner games, both owned and Spyglass. I've played Gooner games. This game has like zero effort put into it at all. It's shitty story dialogue. They give you a couple of choices. They don't really do anything with it. It doesn't change anything. And then you get to the furry porn. It's like the basest, most dumb browser interaction stuff that was popular like a decade ago in browser game porn, where you just touch them and they make a noise and you raise the sexual meter to and their clothes will come off, and it's just touching and they make a noise, and then it's very basic art, but it's furry. So you would hear it in my voice. I mean, right now, let's skip to me doing the porn. Just listen to my audio on this once I figured it out. They just jump to this for like no reason. Yeah, there's like there's not even any story to the porn. I mean, it was boring. It wasn't even entertaining. And because I'm not a furry, it was not sexually arousing to me. I'm just like using things to touch her in combination to raise her, as you can see, to raise her emotion meter. That's not me. That's the game. See, that's her. That's not me. That's the game. See, let's move on to another one so you can hear me just being bored. Here we go. Let's try this one. I did some commentary eventually. Maria, after this conversation, I will formally launch an event differently. See, right here, you just finished berating this chick, and then it goes to like a sex scene. Yeah, this game is dumb. It's not even a good sex game. Yeah, there's like no story, no relationship. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing about this. There are in Gooner games, in good Goomer games, where there's like a story. You have to actually earn your way. Okay, I can't concentrate with her making those noises. You have to, in a good Gooner game, where they put the story in for good animation, stuff like that, you have to actually freaking earn your way through it. You have to raise their emotion meter. There's actual story to it. There's RPG elements to it. There's nothing in this. It's just I'm reading dialogue. I get to shitty, furry, semi-animated nudie scene, and I'm poking at the screen with my digital tool to make her make a noise and get her aroused. And it's just like toys, because you're all furry females. You're not even a Red Rocket furry dog in here. There's nothing interesting in this at all. It's a shitty, poorly animated, poorly thought up furry porn game. If you're a furry, you should be disappointed in this game because there's nothing to it. There's no excitement, because right here you just threaten to kill this chick, and there's no, and suddenly you're in a sex scene, or in the next one you say, I want to be left alone, and then suddenly you're there with her doing this shit. This game, it's not even a good story. And I think I was almost done with it in the 30 minutes, but we hit the 30 minutes, so I was done. So it's just you reading the text and poking the character on the screen. It's ridiculous. And I say tool because there's like tools. There's like feathers and whips and dildos and vibrators. It's a low quality, low effort game. It's not even a good Gooner game. Only person that probably get off to this is Cloud, because he sees titty and loses his shit. He's not a connoisseur. He'll go for anything. Man, this was boring as hell. So I mean, listen to me talking here. I'm bored. Using so-called super, what are you using? Captain Dog America? I don't know. Yeah, they're talking about super soldiers here. That would seem to me. I'm bored. I'm not even suffering. My suffering is my boredom. That's my suffering. We have evidence, but so there it is. I played it. I did it for you guys. I as I promised I would. It took me a couple days, and of course, as you see, I had to censor it because look, we had to censor this shit. I had to censor this shit. Yay! This is pathetic and dumb. You see how excited I am? I'm so excited! Yay! So there it is, Prof. When you watch this, this is what you got out of it from me. That's it. This was Furry Hitler, and I can't put this up on my channel. I can't put that up. No, I'm not. I mean, this is low quality. This is low effort. Even I guess for furry porn, it feels like it's low effort, even for furry porn. No, I don't like monster girls either. Ew, monster girls do not do it for me. I like demi-human girls. If we're going into fantasy and science fiction, I like demi-human girls. You know, give me a demi-human who a cat girl is essentially a human, but just has cat ears and a tail. You know, I mean, that's demi-human girls do it for me. You know, not monster girls though. I'm not into Lamias, not into harpy girls, definitely not into spider girls. No. So I mean, no, I like demi-human girls. We're going into like fantasy fetishes, demi-human girls. Yeah, that they look because they're essentially human. They just have ears and a tail. They're not furries. So there it is. That's it. I'm taking this down now. So we're done with that. That's over. So there it is. I did it. I promised I would do it. There it was. So it was. That's not a half furry. Ears and a tail is not a half furry. They're demi-humans. There's nothing wrong with demi-human. Elves are top tier. Hey, listen. Good old fashioned anime dark elf. That's high quality right there. That's high quality, dude. Puro Test back in the day, Record of Lodoss War. That changed the games. Like, whoa, what are we doing here? All right, what's going on? Yes, there's nothing to clip. I was reading the dialogue and being unimpressed by the porn. So there it is. There's Furry Hitler. I achieved my goal. Now you guys are probably going to get more out of me this Saturday night when we're doing Animal Crossing. That'll be worse. Fernandez here, $5 Alien Earth. I have no comments because I haven't watched it. Jed has watched it. We'll be talking about it on Roundtable. I am not planning to review it. I need to be convinced to review this, that it's worth my time. And I'm not, like I say, I'm not saying the whole buy my time on this show. I'm talking full, because if you buy my time to review some of this show, that's a quick and dirty review, essentially. I'm talking about full long form review. I've seen bits and pieces, Kratos. Like I said, I'm saving it. Jed's watched it. Jed has gone on a tirade to me already about this. So he says I should review it. He told you guys earlier in the stream, make me review this. If you're going to make me, I don't want you to make me review it. I just want to know it's worth my time, because I'm hearing some people go, oh, it's fine. Some people are really angry at it and think it's complete and total dog shit. And here's the thing. I am not hardcore enough in the Alien Predator franchise to care. That's the thing. See, Fernandez, you're liking it, and Jed despised every second of it. And from what I hear from his perspective, see, I'm hearing the exact opposite from people. I'm hearing the exact opposite. And from what I've read about it, from what I understand, there is some serious PDF file stuff in there in the beginning. There's some PDF file stuff from what I hear. See, that's the thing. If I could, that would be my limit, because I'm not hardcore enough. I haven't read a ton of comics. I haven't read a ton of books. I mean, I've read some, but nothing to make me hardcore. Well, Fernandez, man, I'm see, this is the thing. You seem to like it, and I'm hearing other things opposite from what you're saying. And I'm hearing more dog shit than good. But I'm not interested is the thing. And if I'm going to review something, I have to be interested, and I have to think it's worth my time. So that's the thing. I need some more convincing. I mean, it's only got 2 episodes out, so if I was going to catch up, I've got a few days to catch up. I got time. So I would need to do this. And also, I haven't, let's see, I haven't actually, not counting the Superman stuff for the movies, it it I'd have to my time reviews take me a long time. If I do a hardcore full long form review, that's literally hours in the day. And not alone, not just watching it, but then it's a minimum depending on how long it is and how I approach it. It could be upwards of 2 to 3 hours for me to do a review. And considering how the day currently is structured, we would have to make sure that we're pretty efficient for double D's, and then I would have to get right into it if I'm going to do it. So if I'm going to do this, I need to make sure it's worth my time. It's worth time for the channel. And I honestly don't feel like getting mired in something. And I don't feel like getting mired in a debate over something that I honestly don't fully care about is the thing too. Because look what happened when you guys had me do House of the Dragon. I got caught up in that and I didn't really care. And my Adam doesn't care perspective really wasn't received at all. Nobody gave a damn because I didn't care. So if I do this, I have to care. I have to care. And I don't know if I care. So we'll see how we're gonna talk about it on Sunday. Jed wants to talk about it, so we're gonna talk about it because he has seen both episodes, and a few others might have as well. So we'll get into that. So I can't really give you my thoughts. And if I had given you my thoughts, it would have been the review. You would have seen the review. I wouldn't have just watched it and talked about it because I would have done an actual review on it. Okay. So with that said, unless we got anything else, unless there's anything else, no videos today, no articles to go over, I guess I'll wrap it up. We'll put a pin in this one, and I will move on with my day. And I do not know what tonight holds for streaming, because, as I said, because I got thunderstormed yesterday. I didn't get to go do the first half of my errands. I split my errands into 2 days at the moment. That's going to change in the near future, and there will be some scheduled changes regarding that announcements, but that won't be happening until September. I will be announcing those scheduled changes come September for stream time for some streams because of time, essentially. What I have time to do in real life and this and that. So that'll be changing anyway. So I don't know what we're going to do tonight, if we're going to do anything at all. I would love to do something. I just don't know what yet. I believe it's airing on FX. I know it's airing on FX. I don't know where it's streaming though. If it's FX, probably streaming on what will eventually go from being Hulu to Disney Plus. I don't know. I have no idea where it's streaming. I just know it's airing on FX on terrestrial television. And it is a weekly drop. They are but they did release 2 episodes at once. So yeah, I know what's going on tonight, so stay tuned for that. If I know something, of course you'll know about half an hour to an hour before I go live tonight. You'll know it. Rest of the week tomorrow, as I said, I'll do my best to watch Ice Cube War of the Worlds. If I don't get it done for tomorrow, it will be done for Monday. Definitely, you'll get my Chat Made Me Watch This reviews, and then. Let's see, gaming this weekend. Saturday Night Co-op, as I said, it is Party Animals because Dom has purchased an hour and a half of my time of that. So I believe they'll be starting somewhere on 9. I'll probably roll in sometime between 9 and 9:30. I am not, it doesn't matter when I do it as long as I do it. So you'll get an hour and a half of me playing that. As soon as it's over, I'm done unless you guys painfully extend it, which is a possibility every time. Other than that, Ballbusters tomorrow night. Despite Dermy's shitty schedule, Ballbusters will continue. I believe we're still starting at the current time, although due to his schedule, he has reserved the right to push it back to the old start time because he doesn't have a lot of time to get home and get ready. So Ballbusters will be tomorrow night. I assume it'll be as normal. Don't know if we have a guest or not. Drive-in this weekend is going to be Ex Machina. Ex Machina. I've never seen it. Everybody's groaned as soon as I mentioned it. Jed says I'm probably going to hate it, but it will generate good discussion. You see, that doesn't interest me at all, Fernandez. And to me, that doesn't sound like Alien at all either. That doesn't sound like Alien at all. That doesn't sound like the franchise at all. So I'm not interested. That doesn't interest me at all. Sounds like a bad attempt at Game of Thrones, if you ask me. Yeah, let's see. Sunday, roundtable, 2 p.m. Eastern, as always, for the time being. And then let's see. Yeah, we do have Wormhole Watch. And then next week there will be Middle Mondays. And I have a couple of things I'm pushing around in my head, things I want to try, but I'm going to run it past Jed and a couple other people before I actually get with it. Anyway, I don't not believe you, but listen, I have watched the franchise for a lot of years, and I've watched every movie up to a point. I didn't watch the last one because I definitely was interested in that garbage. But and I've read some books and some comics, and it doesn't sound like it to me, based upon what I know. Anyway, so listen, I honestly don't really want to get into it. I'm really not interested. I'm gonna let Jed go off on it on Sunday, and we'll see what he has to say. And if I'm gonna review it, I need some motivation, not necessarily monetary, but either way. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. I feel like I'm rambling at this point. I'm stretching for topics. We got nothing else. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. As always, I appreciate it. Best way to show support right now, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, get the good word out there, because we do a lot of good things here. We're trying to get the channel to the next level. It's always a struggle because YouTube is asshole, but we have to fight through it. So thank you, everybody. I will see you whenever I see you next. Until then, guys, take it easy. Have a good rest of your day.